Welcome to Watercolor Wednesday. I lost track of time. I did not create an event for this, but we're still going to do it. And I'm going to continue on with a picture that I had did last week. Wait, was it last week? I think so. I think it was. I think last week I painted this and I started this. So we're going to finish this. I really, really want to make more art than I've ever made in my life this year. I just want to, 2025, I just want filled with all kinds of good stuff. So we're going to start here. Morton's going to be reading our comments. Welcome, welcome. Happy New Year. And I'm going to start with, let me get this stuff set up because I want you to be able to see. We're going to be using Van Gogh watercolors tonight. And as we're going along, please ask any questions you want to ask. I don't know what's there. And Morton, you feel free to shout out Happy New Year and hello to anybody and all that good stuff.
And Pam says Happy New Year.
Hello, hello, and hey, hey, hey. I've been tidying.
Dee wishes they were artistic and loves art so much.
Get stuff and play. You are artistic. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, making art isn't a skill; it's a behavior, and that's what we're gonna put on here. That's what we're gonna put on here. I said to Morton, "What should I paint tonight?" And Morton said, "I don't know. What's New Year? What's newish? What's New Year Eve-ish?" And I'm like, "Well, I started this mermaid with a thistle hat." Last year. And I really thought these words my granddaughter told me when she was here, I wrote them down. Making art isn't a skill, it's a behavior. And I thought, I love that. And I want to, this little thistly mermaid hat head, we're going to just see what happens tonight with this. So the first things first, we need to fill this up. I don't know where my other bottle is.
It's on a watercolor block. It's sheets of watercolor that are glued together. Watercolor paper.
Happy New Year. Okay, let's do this. Let's put this over here. So if we spill into here and not into our paint. Our picture.
There's quite a few people
fill this up.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you're having an amazing time. Morton and I moved so much furniture and did so much great stuff today. It's been super productive. I love days like that. Okay, so I have this little bottle's filled. And the first thing we want to do is hydrate our paints. I'm going to hydrate these paints. And I'm going to also I want to put pearlescent paints on here, but I want to wait till I get all my other stuff done first. So this is my dirty water. I love dirty water, and I love to show you this because this illustrates when you throw away your dirty water, you throw away all that pigment. That is all watercolors that you have paid for. Why do you want to throw them away? Don't do it. Just make it wet. Look. And the water on top stays clear. So if you're fussy about clear water, just don't stir the bottom. We're not going to stir that. We're going to let that sit right there. Unstirred water. Okay, now we're going to grab our brush. The Van Gogh set comes, this is my favorite brush ever. It's round, it's number 6 round, and it's so good. I love this brush. So I'm just going to dip it in here, give it a little, I don't know what my last color painting was on it. And I am not a wasteful person. I don't like to I use my same paper towels over and over. I like to use things again and again. But this is what I see. This is what I see here with our Scottish Mermaid.
You've been getting sent loads of gifts.
Thank you.
By different people. So
oh my goodness. Everybody. Thanks everybody for sending gifts. You're amazing. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do here, I think, is I'm going to have her looking out. She's looking out. She's just sort of floating in space right now, but she's looking out. I'm probably going to have her on some rocks here and maybe some little ripples or waves coming up behind. But you know, she has to be looking at Scotland. You know she does. Our girl got to be looking at Scotland. So let's start by putting in some hills back here. And they are going to be purple. Purple, honey, purple. I'm just going to paint right up to her arm. She's plenty dry. This is plenty dry. This is dry paper, so this is wet on dry technique. And I'm going to just paint this down. I kind of want that darker against her hand. So her hand sounds out. Let's get some green. Scotland is my two favorite colors, purple and green. I'm going to put some green here, but I'm not going to let it get super close to the purple. I'll show you why in a second. And I'm going to let some little bits of white show in there between too. I'm going to continue with wet paint on dry paper. Wet on dry. And you see we put it right up onto her arm and it did no harm. But see how it goes from real intense to real light? It's because the pigment's running off the paper. So if I just dip my brush in, get a little water on it, it'll start to flow again. And I want to do that. Honey, you think 2025 is the year I talk you into going to Scotland?
Probably not.
Probably not. We're going on a big old road trip. I want to wear him out of the United States so he goes back to Scotland with me on a visit. Okay, let's get a different color of green on here. Because if you ever go to the UK, you're going to find so many shades of green. So many shades of green. England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, Northern Ireland, all super pretty greens. I want to kind of cover up a little bit of her hair too, just there. And then I think, oh, I just had a good idea. I think I had a good idea. I'm going to take, and I'm going to go with a little bit darker green.
Coffee Time says I'd love to meet you in Scotland. Let's have a group trip.
Yes, that would be super fun. Morton doesn't want to go with me, so we might have to just do a trip with us. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of this green up here. And I think I'm going to basically stop there. You put another little hill way back in there. A little, what do they call them, honey? Lochs. Locks. Anyway, I'm going to brush some of that other green right up here. So we got a couple different shades of green. And I think we're going to we're going to put a little shoreline here. She's out in the water. So let's get our, see, look, I'm just rinsing this here, but I'm not touching the bottom.
Paula Ann wants to
Rinse,
go on
rinse, rinse.
generational trips.
Yes, I'm going on a generational trip with my daughter and granddaughter.
I've got so much of America to see, Janice. I lived in Scotland 38 years, so it's like, and I've hardly seen any of America.
Oh, you're going. I'm about ready to change that come March. I'm gonna make Morton sick of seeing America. That's a joke because you can't get sick of seeing America. There's a lot of cool stuff here to see. So I'm gonna come in here with some yellow for the beach. Yellow intenser over here. I'm gonna start here. Intense on this side.
We got married in 2003 and we've got 2 adult children.
Little yellow and green blend. I'm gonna bring that over here and pop that right in back here. This painting, I'm gonna turn this into a shirt on Printify, honey. I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna wear it every day and remind myself that what are we gonna remind? Making art isn't a skill, it's a behavior. P.S. I'm gonna put a paintbrush in her hand at the end. She's gonna be the art making mermaid. The art making mermaid, honey. The mermaid that
Yeah,
arts.
I'd end up swearing at the traffic too much.
Where? What?
Doing as a tour, if I was a tour guide.
I think Morton would make a good tour guide. Morton's mom and dad used to always tell me that I was a really good tour guide when they'd come over here and I'd take them to see everything. Morton, your mom would say to me that I should have been a tour guide.
Hope's Lovejoy says, I was scrolling by and heard what you said about art and absolutely loved what you said.
Yep, I'm writing it down. I'm going to make it into a t-shirt and a book bag and everything else you can think of.
They're saying it would be entertaining, all the swearing.
Yeah, it is entertaining, truthfully. I like Morton's swears that he does. His Scottish swears are super cute. Okay. I want to kind of give this a curvy feel, like the beach is coming down this way. I'm happy with that. Happy New Year, everybody. How are you? It is a whole new year. A whole new year of fun. A whole new year that can be anything. You make it. Remember that. You make the year. Whatever you want to make it. Don't let anybody take it from you. It's up to you. Should this mermaid be looking at a sunrise or a sunset, honey? Should she? What do you guys think? Should we have the mermaid looking at a sunrise or a sunset?
Happy New Year, says Patty. Faye says, I forgot to heart me.
I want color. I want a lot of color. We're gonna put something here.
Happy New Year, Patty.
We're gonna put something here.
Happy New Year, Shauna. And Suzanne says yes to whatever you are.
You can decide if it's going to be a sunrise or a sunset. But she's looking at something. So the color that's in there, I'm going to dip my brush in. And I'm going to put just a little bit of it over in the sky here. Dip my brush in again, get some of that orange off. And we're going to blend this out. Blend it out. Kind of make little cloud feelings. We don't even know. She's seeing a sunrise. She's seeing a sunset.
Colors are beautiful. And thanks for the heart me get free humanity.
Okay. Clear, clear, clear. Let's make some pink in the sky.
Kelsey's watching in Wales with Maggie, who's 4 years old.
Oh, hey, she's Maggie and Kelsey.
Mesmerised by your mermaid.
Maggie, guess what? That's the name of my granddaughter. I love your name.
Thanks for the hand heart, Kelsey.
That's so beautiful.
I've missed it.
So what I'm doing right now is wet on wet. So the paint was wet. And then down here, when I put that in, you see how it just sort of bleeds and blends and is beautiful. Rinsing this brush out. Rinsing this brush out.
Free humanity comes here when they need peace. It's relaxing.
I'm glad. Happy you're here. I'm going to take a little bit.
Sweet Brody.
Let's take a little bit of red up here. And I'm just sort of putting some streaks across the sky. We want a beautiful sunset. Beautiful sunset. And up at the very tip top of the sky, we're going to get into the twilight. Going to make twilight closing in up there. Either that or the night being chased away. We don't know. It can be your sunrise. It can be your sunset. Going to put just a little bit of that darker up here. Morton, I'm loving this, the color. Mm-hmm. I'm going to bring some of it down here. The mermaid is flipped out by the color. She loves it. Mermaid's loving it. Now, what you want to remember is when you want to paint light, leave white on here. Leave some white on. I'm bad for not letting enough white stay on here. And I always go crazy. And see now, because her hair has totally dried, I can paint right over it. Looky. and it won't mess her hair up. Hardly any paint on my brush at all. Just water, just water. And we're coming down like this. I'm going to put a little more touch of blue right down here. Little touch of blue down by our mermaid. Do not touch that ball of sun. Don't touch it. Paint right around it. We'll come back and touch that later. Not now. I'm loving these clouds. I'm going to try to get a little bit of a purple in this sky. A little bit of more purple up here. Need more water. I want to make some moody clouds. And see, this is wet into almost dry, but still, there's still water on it, so it's still kind of going. I love that. I'm going to put some of that color right in here by her hair.
Faye says if you're putting her on Printify, I'm getting the coffee cup.
She's going to be on Printify. And I'm putting the words on her. The words of making art isn't a skill, it's a behavior. I love those words. I'm going to leave the sky just now. And back here, I'm going to put some highlights of color.
Yay, says Faye.
Yeah. I'm going to put some highlights of the color from the sky onto the land. Because the color's starting to run across the land. This might be water back here, we don't know. Just want some of that the little morning glowing color of the sky coming up in here. I'm going to switch to a little yellow now.
You've inspired us to do some mermaid painting of our own tomorrow.
Yay!
Happy New Year both, says Kelsey.
Oh, I'm happy. I have always loved mermaids. I have always loved my mermaids.
Maggie wants me to say your painting is lovely.
Thank you, Maggie. You are such a sweetheart. Okay. So I put some of that color in there, but I want to dab it off a little bit. Just a little bit. Well, just a lot. With this. The color will still be behind there. But I want it to be a little bit more complex. Now I have this yellowy stuff on my brush. So I'm going to get it to where it's not soaking wet, but it has pigment on here. And super careful while the orange is still there. I'm just going to come right around the edge. Right around the edge with a little bit of that yellow.
She's wise beyond her years and talent, it says.
Oh, I love it. That's so lovely. Okay, we're going to let that dry. We're going to let that dry really, really well. And so down here now, I'm going to start putting in some blues because we want to get the feel of the water, because our mermaid can't just be floating in space. So I'm going to get some watery feels going down here. She's going to be on the rocks. Our girl's going to be on the rocks. Now to do the water, I'm leaving some white. See, I'm just sort of dragging this along. Just dragging it along. I'm not painting waves. Don't paint ziggy-zaggy waves. I mean, you can if you want to. There is no right or wrong way to art. You do it any way you want to. This is how I like to do it. Just softly, just like a little whisper, right along here. And leave white. But I'm going this way so the waves look like they're going the right way for me. And the shore doesn't have a straight line to it. I like to give the shore a bit of a curve here. Water, a little bit of water, blue. I'm using a couple different shades of blue. And I want to stop. Where do I want to stop? Where do I want to stop? I want to put a rock right here for her to be on. I'm going to put some of this other blue back in here. Maybe put some up there like it came in onto the shore. I like it. Get some more paint on your brush. The cool thing about watercolor painting is it's like the least expensive kind of painting to get into. And you can get some really nice watercolor brushes. I mean, watercolor sets for cheap. And it's a great way to just have fun. Have fun. I was showing you at Christmas how to make watercolor cards. There's so many cool things you can do with watercolors. And see where we don't paint, looks like the sun is shining on there. I'm going to put some darker stuff right back here. And let's make a little lovely rock ledge for her. She's sitting up on the rock. She's sitting up on the rock out in the waters, watching the sun come up. I'm going into the black, and we're gonna make some rocks here. And I want to make the rocks not one particular shape. And I want to also grab some brown, dark brown and black to get in here to the rocks. And I'm not painting like, you know, like angles and hunks and squares. And I'm just, yeah. Painting rocks, you got to figure out they're going to be jaggy, they're going to be smooth. I'm going to try to get some grayish color here. You want them to be different, and this one's going to come up just a little bit behind her tail. And you don't have to be fussy with how you're putting them. You do not have to be. These are mermaid rocks that our mermaid's sitting on. She's seeing the sun for the first day of 2025. And she's loving it. Back here, I'm going to pull this side down with a little bit darker. And I'll pull this side down with a little darker. And you'll see the rocks will start to take shape when you do this. Just a little contrast color. A little darker, a little lighter. I'll put one up here. Maybe this one has a couple little steps in it. There might be a little rock out here. We just want a little rock feels. But she needs water. She does need her water. Even though she has her beautiful, beautiful thistle hat on, P.S. it's going to get even better. That might be a swimming cap, honey. Mm-hmm. That might be a swimming cap she has. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of like a little mossy color. I'm going to try to make here using a little gold and green. Let's see if we can't put some moss on these rocks. Just a little bit, just where we have that white. They will be slippy. Is everybody just watching quietly? Yep. I'm so happy that you're here. Oh, I'm going to dab this.
To me, it looks like she was swimming and it got stuck on her head, so she came up to pull it off, says.
You might have done it. Okay, I'm going to rinse that green off. And while it still might be on here a little bit, I'm going to touch over here Any little white spots that I see with that green? This is a cool little color. I want her to have lots of details. And I think on this picture, I'm gonna put it in a frame, like digitally with a frame around it. And then on the frame, I'm gonna put the words, making art isn't a skill at the top. It's a behavior at the bottom. I was gonna do the words on here, but I don't think I wanna do that. I'll letter it and I'll word it by hand, but I wanna do that. I don't want to interfere with this picture now. I'm loving it. Okay, so we're going to take blue. We're going to take our blue. I just dabbed a little bit into the yellow too. So we want to come up here with some of this darker bluish greenish water. We're going to put some of that right up in here too. Make this wet so it flows a little bit more. Put some more here.
Yeah, we had a long lie this morning.
Did we, Morton?
Yep.
Did
you telling
we?
Me you got up early.
Wait, was I awake? I just stayed in bed for the snuggles. Martin was sleeping till noon.
No, I wasn't. Booby says hello from England. Actually, on the way to Scotland, you're always up to something creative.
Gorge is on the way to Scotland. Have fun.
Hope the weather's better for you.
Yeah, they were having some tough weather.
We got storms last night.
Yes.
Everything was blowing all over the place. Hi there, Catherine.
Okay, I'm going into my blue again, and I'm coming here.
Have you got any clay ideas? Hedgehogs?
Oh, yeah. I'm getting ready to make some silver clay with you.
If we can find the blowtorches.
We will.
Making clay stuff. Any others, little hedgehogs? What else? The
I
pumpkins.
You can do clay anything. I like clay botanicals. Yeah, all of it.
Sheila slept until 8:30. Partying with you too is exhausting, said Sheila.
Yes, it was exhausting.
Very interesting painting, love it, says Green Thumbs. Gale force winds in Scotland, they cancelled the fireworks.
Yes, yeah, I heard. Somebody told me they cancelled the whole Hogmanay celebration in Edinburgh. I'm going to make this brush a little bit wet and come in here with a little bit of this.
They're heading to Edinburgh. Never been so excited.
Oh, you're going to love it. Lucky, lucky you. Lucky you. Okay. After this, I'm going to stop this live when I'm done with this painting. And I'm going to go into the studio. I have to finish a couple projects in there and get my kiln loaded. So I will go live again back in there. But I want to get her hair right. I didn't really give her, I wasn't really sure of what I was doing with this one, but I want to give her her hair. There are so many different ways to paint hair too. So many different ways. No right way, no wrong way. Remember that.
Oh no, Catherine's got pneumonia.
Oh, that's
Get
scary.
well soon, Catherine.
Oh my
Take
gosh. Is it our friend Kathy in Florida now?
Catherine Ryan.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Please look after yourself. That's so scary.
Sheila just had it too.
Oh my gosh, girls.
Jess says hello, Priscilla.
Hello.
Green Tongue Girl reached level number something. Thanks for the gifts, Green Thumb Girl.
Thank you, Green Thumb Girl.
They love your lives. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks for being here.
Hi, Jess.
Now we definitely see that it's her back. Because we weren't sure before. And I'm going to, right here, just sharpen this up right around this edge.
Nicole needs to show you some of her watercolor stuff and would love tips from you.
Yeah, get up. Please, please, please. Everybody take advantage of the 1870 Studio Facebook group. You share your stuff in there. I'm doing trip planning in there for our big trip. So if you're not in our Facebook group yet, you need to be. That's where I'm going to be doing all of our maps and everything for our big old road trip that we're doing. Okay, now I want to I just want to think for a minute. A lot of times when you're painting, stop and just look at it. Give it a second. Here, we'll rinse the brush off. Let's do some things. We'll rinse the brush off. We will grab another set of paints. These are Fine Tech pearlescent paints. I do love how their pans come out, so you can change them. Let's hydrate these because I know I want to put some of this stuff on.
Do you sell these, Cody's asking?
This one, I do sell my watercolors. Oh, I think it was made to do that. It was. That's cool. Oh my gosh, these detach. Oh my gosh, that makes life so much easier. I love that. I'm going to hydrate all these because I'm not sure what color I want to use. And when you're hydrating your watercolors, spray them and then let them sit for at least a minute before you start painting into them. But I want to use the pearlescence on her. Not quite sure which ones. I think I'm going to use that green on her tail and purple. Purple on the, thistle. Green and purple. And her tail is she's kind of purple too.
These will be lovely faces.
I'm
You're
excited.
Doing something artistic, says Jamie.
I love painting. I love painting. I love every kind of thing where you take something that was never there before and you turn it into something cool. I'm going to firstly go with copper and put some copper on this sun. Not the whole thing. I'm going to zoom you in so you can really see. Can you see the whole thing now?
Mm-hmm. That's maybe too far.
Wait, let me get this just right. Is that it?
Well, you zoomed in. I don't know how close in you want to zoom.
Yeah, I don't want you to see the paints. The paints are irrelevant. I'm gonna
Well,
some of the.
Off the right hand of the picture.
Did I? Right here it is. I'm seeing it on here. Can everybody see that? I think you can see the whole thing. Okay, I'm just putting a little bit of this copper in the sky.
Do you ever scrapbook?
I do scrapbook. I haven't done it for a long time. Okay, now I want to make this landscape come alive with this coppery, magnificent sunrise. That's what I want to do. Can we pull it off? I don't know. Are we going to have fun and try? Yes, we are. She is just enjoying all of this gorgeousness happening.
I see it on TikTok a lot with the watercolor and scrapbooking. It's so neat, says Pyra Lily.
Mm-hmm.
I love that attitude, says Catherine. That definitely makes it pop, says Jeff.
Until you try something, how do we know how it's going to work? we don't. Okay, so here's the scary part, guys. Look away if you get scared. I'm taking a dry brush, a dry flat brush, and I'm gonna sweep up. Now my paint's dried enough. Oh, there, it smudged a little bit. What I'm trying to do here is not have it look like a straight line. You want to be a little bit quicker on it than what I was. But you see, it's kind of almost like it's a little blending brush doing this. Can you see that? So it's not just like a straight painted line. I'm gonna smudge that sun a little bit too. Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay, I'm gonna rinse off my copper, and I'm gonna go into my just my gold. Let's just go into gold. Let's get some golden shores here. Let's go big on this golden shore. Look at that golden shore, honey. Honey, look at the golden shore. I get super excited about things. I'm like, DeMorton, look at that. I don't know if you can see that, but that is flippin' fantabulous. Oh,
Yeah, you
yes.
didn't really see it till you moved it.
You can't really see how fantastic that is. Trust me.
You can't wait
Trust
for the
me.
coffee cup.
Oh, Faye, you're gonna have the prettiest coffee cup in town. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this gold right back here.
Love says Sheila.
Right back here. We're gonna put a little bit of that gold way up there. I'm gonna touch this and dab this. Mute that back there a little bit. Oh, that's perfect. Golden sunrise. Golden sunset. Okay. Now I'm gonna put a little bit of gold right down to the water's edge. Right to the water's edge, but I'm purposely leaving a gap between my goldy beach and the water's edge. On purpose. Intention. On the water, I kind of want to put my highlights on the water. My instinct says to go with like a silvery green. Let me see if I can fix up a silvery green and a blue feel.
Everybody's
Let's
busy
see.
talking. You're at 8,000 likes.
Oh yes, the silvery green and blue feel. I just want to get the feeling of motion here without painting little ripply waves. I just want to feel that. Same way here. I like this shade a lot. I'm going to paint some of it onto the white. And I know you can't really see this now until I tilt it and angle it and the light catches it. But it's looking, my very favorite thing is this golden beach. That's my favorite thing so far. But her hair is going to be our favorite thing at the end. Trust me. I can tell already. Okay, so now here, I'm going to take a little bit of that silver.
Yes, me too, says Faye.
And go right up here in the sky, right up by this blue. Just a little bit of the silver. Just up in the sky. Okay. Now her tail has to be spectacular and her hair has to be spectacular. Her arms don't have to be. Her arms don't have to be. Yes. Yes. I don't know if you can tell how gorgeous this is going to look. Can you see it, honey?
Mm-hmm.
gonna leave this. Leave that.
Yeah, gorgeous, Sophie. Oh yes, that's it. Says Lovejoy.
And I'm gonna take the tiniest bit of that gold. I'm gonna put the tiniest bit of that gold in her hair too. I don't want to overdo it. Can you overdo it with a mermaid? Nope. Yes. Oh. Oh, Martin, I love this girl.
Faye's laughing.
I love her. Oh my goodness. I love mermaids. I can't help myself.
2 fly sent the heart thingies.
So I'm gonna take some of that gold right.
Every time I think it can't get better, it does, said Kelsey.
I love that. Oh my gosh, I love that one so much. Okay, let's get her tail sorted. Now her tail has green and purple in it, which I love those very, very subtle colors. And I want to keep them subtle. I don't want to go crazy on her tail.
Sheila's got a large driftwood one in the bathroom.
I love that. Mermaids are so magical. I was doing a craft show, and I had a lot of mermaids made. Do you remember this lady, honey? This old lady that came up to us, and she goes, "Mermaids are evil. They make sailors crash in the rocks." She said that. She looks at my beautiful, beautiful glass mermaids and said that. And I was just standing there, like, with my lip quivering, like, what is wrong with you, you monster?
Aaron says Happy New Year.
Happy New
Kel
Year.
says, hey there, oh my, this is gorgeous. I love mermaids.
Thank you.
He says I have to mentally readjust to the changes because I initially fell in love with the brunette.
Yes. Oh, yes. She's,
Jess has got a mermaid shower curtain in my spare bathroom.
I love it. Now, I'm going to paint on some feels of scales here, but I don't want to go full scale. Get it? I don't want to go full scale with her. I want to paint hints.
She's evolving, says Faye. Happy New Year to you both.
Yes.
From Dublin, says Congra.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
We got a whole new year to do whatever the heck we wanna. You know what I want to do, honey?
What?
I'm going to try just this other little color of thin. I'm going to put some more layers on her hair. Her hair needs to be layered.
Sheila's got another print in there that reads Eternity begins and ends with the ocean tides.
Oh, I love
Artist
that.
Van somebody.
That's great.
Van Etten. Love from Conga.
That is great. I might. Yeah, that needed dabbed. Okay. Her tail now, I want to use the.
Suzanne's asking, how in the world do you make those layers of hair appear out of nowhere? She's alive and beautiful.
She's electric.
Faye reckons that would be a great shower curtain.
Oh my gosh, Faye, yes. Oh my gosh. Honey, we need a new shower curtain. I wonder if Printify does that. I totally would use that as a shower curtain. Okay, I'm mixing up a color for her. I don't even know how this is going to look for her little, just some little highlights in here. Oh, I love this color. This shade is beautiful. It's purpley. Oh, it's so good. That's a great color. And I don't want to go.
Get the shower curtain.
Thank you, Faye. I don't want to go like back and forward and make, like, I want her tail to be like it's a living tail.
It's funny what people think of things. Remember those little lucky kitchen witches that there used to be in the gallery as well?
Oh
Somebody
my
said they were
gosh.
evil as well.
That
And they
woman,
were
that
so
woman
funny.
that day.
Was that a different woman or was that the same
Yes,
woman?
that was a different woman. The lady that was like flipping out over my mermaids, that was at a craft show. With the kitchen witches for Megs, that was in the gallery. This woman comes in and she goes, she looks at the kitchen witches, which were beautiful, fabric, hand sewn, so much personality. And they're good luck. They keep the bad recipes out of the kitchen. That's the whole thing.
Stop your food burning and everything.
Yes, yes. And this woman comes in and she basically almost ran back out of the gallery. She's like, those witches are evil. And it was really hard to not laugh in her face.
I feel like you would love Brambley Hedge with the cute woodland animal drawings, said Oliver.
Oh, I would.
You're both so talented, said Con, and OMG,
Thank you.
said Sheila.
I know, can you believe it? I'm just glad the lady that made them wasn't there. And I said to her, they're gorgeous. And Morton started saying to her, they're good luck. They keep you from having bad recipes and blah, blah, blah. He goes to tell her the reasoning behind it. And I'm thinking, this woman is so uptight. It was funny. She left. She didn't buy anything. I'm going to put some more, I'm going to build her hat
Warrior
up.
would like to send you something they made.
Oh, that would be lovely. Our address is on our website, but never, ever, please never, ever feel like you have to send us anything. Sheila had sent me this really pretty little painting that she made, and I just moved that today, Sheila, and was thinking about you. I moved it over to where my supplies are. Oh, thank you.
Con saying tap the screen.
Thank you.
Here in New England, the news talked about a witch store to shop at just 2 days ago.
People get really hung up about, they hear the word witch or a mermaid, and yeah, they get really hung up. And I guess, hey, it's their business if they want to.
Sheila loves that you're looking at a picture. I know I've told you this a million times, but I'm grateful for you remind me to create, Warrior said. Create some more. Just keep creating. I'm tapping. This color is really pretty. I'm tapping it in here. I don't want to paint it real thick, but I want it to feel like the fuzz and fluff of a thistle. A thistle. You know, thistles smell so sweet, don't they, honey? Mm. They really smell good. I love them. I'm just tapping little taps up here. Tippity tap tap tap. Tippity 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 tap tap tap. Loving that. Loving that. I'm going to put a little bit of pink in there, I think. Do I have an iridescent pink? This one might be. This might be. Yes, yes, yes. This is just the color. Just the color I was looking for. Maybe create needs to be my word of 2025.
Yes, create. And everybody remember this. Our granddaughter told us this. I want to make this. Here, where's my Sharpie? Where'd you go, Sharpie? I just stuck it back in here. Here it is. I want to make this. This is going to be my motto for the year. I love this. I'm going to write. She told me this. And put it here. And it's not big enough. What do I have that I can write this big on? What are you? Let me hear an envelope. Here, an envelope with my address on it. Honey, how do I never have a piece of paper?
Don't know.
How is that possible? Here we go. Oh, here's a perfect one. I'm going to use a prettier pen.
Renew and create are my words for the year. So
I love it. I love that. Let's do this. making art isn't a skill. It's a behavior. That's so true. Oh my gosh, that's so true. And everybody thinks you have to be great. You have to be perfect. You have to know what you're doing. You do not. You just need to have fun. And I'm going to tell you what, this is fun. This is fun. Look at, oh, I can't wait to see this one back on YouTube and see how she goes from, she was just plain and sad before. Now she's absolutely gorgeous. Remember that. That's
Thank Maggie for your inspiration. I remember when you shared that.
yes, yes. Maggie told
It's a masterpiece. She is beautiful.
Maggie told us that during one of our lives right here. Okay, so we got this little pink stuff here. Is it still? Oh yeah, it's still viable. I'm just gonna put some little dots of that pink right down in here. Just little dots. Little flecks of. We haven't done her tail yet.
Well,
I'm saving her
Kim
tail.
Wales. Kim Wilson says hello both. Wishing you a
Kim.
healthy and happy new year.
Happy New Year, Kim. How are you? I've been thinking about you. And I gotta ask, did you watch the Gavin and Stacey Christmas special? And did you love it? We did, and we loved it. I'm asking all of our friends from England, Wales, Scotland, anybody who gets a TV over there. Did you see it? Yeah, we loved it. Okay, before I go into here, before I go into this part, I want to get some wave action coming up here.
That's so cute, says Con.
You watched the last episode when you were there. Oh, Kathy, you need to start it at the start and binge watch it now. The whole series is brilliant. It's amazing. And now you don't have to sweat out the ending. It's the best ending I've ever seen on a show, ever. I got silver on my brush. We're gonna flip up some little.
Taking a break from the local news here in Louisiana. Love your calming vibes, said Jess.
Thanks.
This mermaid is stunning, beautiful. First watercolor of 25 is a masterpiece and an inspiration, said Suzanne.
Thank you.
And I just did something weird.
I'm putting some silver splashes here because we need silver in the water here.
That's crazy. Con says my partner lives in Wales, but they can't get over because the port in Holyhead is closed.
Oh goodness.
What show are you talking about?
It's called Gavin and Stacey. It's for grown-ups. And it's so good. Morton and I love it. I'm loving how this is looking here, this silver. I love it. I think I'm gonna go in here and put a little bit, just a little bright little shine of it.
Kim really enjoyed it. Must say, had a little cry.
Same. When Mick stood up, I cheered. Okay. All right, now her tail. This part, I really want to do something with the pearlescent there. And it's on dark, so it's gonna show up. Maybe I've done the green, I've done gold, I've done red. I just want this to be the most colorful, gorgeous, glowing mermaid you can think of. She actually, She actually might become, honey, you know how I'm rewriting Legend of the Scottish Mermaids? This might be the cover of my next book.
Right.
This might be the cover of the next book. I mean, look at her. Look at her. She might be my new cover. Because my old book didn't have a cover, remember? It just had the title.
Yeah.
This might be the cover for the new book, Legend of the
Kim
Scottish
said,
Mermaids.
oh yes, and I was shouting at the TV for him to stand up.
I know. I was holding my breath. That moment before he stood up, oh, it felt like 59 years.
Stunning. Con says it's stunning. Sheila
Thank
says it's
you.
fabulous idea.
Okay, so thank you. For her tail, I think maybe we got to go with this one shade of gold. It's different than the other shade of gold. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 different shades of gold in this kit.
Green Thumb Girlie says she's trying to blend in, even although she stands out.
Yes. I just want to put a little bit of that. Just a little bit of that. Just a little bit of that. And I'll,
16,000 likes.
oh, we'll come down here with some gold flecks.
Amazing work, says Green Thumb Girlie. Debbie says, I would love a shirt with this beautiful mermaid on
She's going to be on a shirt. She's going to be on the cover. She's going to be a superstar. She's going to be in our shower curtain.
Thanks, Green Thumb, for the 25s.
This girl is, she got, yes.
Yeah, it's been raining.
She got a lot to say.
It's probably your roof that you're hearing, because I'm not hearing anything here.
Yeah, there is no rain noise here for sure.
2025 mascot, said Suzanne.
Yes. To make art. Thank you.
Thanks, Julie,
Who did
for the
that?
gift.
Julie, thank you.
Pouring there. Yeah,
Is
it's been
she
raining. We
done?
had sleet earlier on when I went out for the firewood.
Honey, is she done?
I think so.
Is she done though?
I think you maybe need a bit more hair in the middle.
Hair in the middle. Here? This is a cap she has on.
Alright. It looks like there's strands missing just
here?
yeah. Aye, there, it sort of makes it look like it's all the way around, you know what I mean? Julie says, Happy New Year, beautiful
Happy
friends.
New Year. Happy New Year.
Yeah, that makes it look like it's like all the way around her neck, if you see what I mean.
I do want her hair to feel like it's a zillion layers.
Oh, Sheila said yes there. Her tail needs glitter, said Green Thumb Girlie.
There's a lot of sparkle on her tail. I'm not gonna.
It's the way it's sitting in the light, Green
Yeah,
Thumb.
let me.
When you move it
know
in
what?
the light, it'll...
Let me do this. Let me take this out of here. And let me go on. Oh my goodness, Martin, I love her. Let me see if I can catch the light.
Iridescent paints, and it's like depending on how the light catches it. When it's still, you don't see the glitter, but then when you move it about, it sparkles.
Can you see that?
Yeah, there's the tail sparkling now.
I think she is done. I think that beach and her hair. Oh, honey,
Green Thumb says you see it now. I think it's perfect, says Colin. Jess says perfect.
Yeah,
Amber
I gotta
perfect.
not do anything else to it.
The hair is it's what's the make of that paint again?
Fine Tech Pearlescent.
Fine Tech
Her,
Pearlescent.
see, you're not seeing this on the camera, but she feels very, very 3D. Very 3D when you look at her. The way the light is. Like when...
Everybody loves her.
Yeah. Yes, Martin, there you are. I love her. I'm so happy with her. And Thank you for,
Did you
what
mean
time
for
is
the
it,
sun to
honey?
be as orange?
Yeah, I want the sun to be that orange. Now you have me questioning the sun. Morton.
It looks like the moon.
What color should it go? Gold?
I don't know. Well, the sun's usually sort of one colour and sort of paler.
Oh no, honey. It's a bright orange sun.
That's better. It looked like the moon before with the bits on it. It looked like the Sea of Tranquility and everything in it.
No.
I don't know what's for dinner yet.
Yeah, what
She'll
is for
probably
dinner?
have salmon, and I think I'm just going to have the other bison meal that I've got in the
I
fridge.
haven't had food today,
Easy.
just protein shakes. I can't quit looking at her. Look at her. Do you see how she glows?
We will have to get something
Hey,
on Printify.
she
I can't
has
wait.
got to be a shower curtain. And look, out in front of her, that green bit of, I thought it was grass, but it almost looks like a luminescent lagoon, doesn't it? Like
Totally
there,
magical.
out there. Oh my gosh. And I love her
You need to
thistle
hold it further
hat.
back. The light's not on it.
Oh, honey, we're examining bits of her.
Yeah, but there's no light on it the way
Yeah,
you're
but
seeing it.
under there, it just blows out in the bright light.
Faye really wants the shower curtain.
Look at her hair. Look at her hair. Look at her hair. It does. It looks like she's looking over the sand to a
We're
lagoon.
not sure how that iridescent will come out on the Printify stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna try it. We'll try it. We'll get a sample, and then I'll put it up for the public. When I say the public, that sounds harsh for our friends. I love her. Okay. Now, I'm going to say bye for now. We're going to go eat dinner because we haven't eaten yet. Well, did you eat food today?
No, I had a couple
Morton-
I had some shortbread.
Morton's eating shortbread and protein shakes. But I'm going to jump on later because I got stuff to do back in the studio. Honey, thank you for reading.
Cheerio, everybody.
Thanks for reading all the comments. And everybody, thanks for being here. And watch
you
to
hate to
see.
stay on a minute. You're at 19,200 likes.
19,200 likes.
Thanks, everybody.
Tippity tap tap. 19,200.
300.
Morton, were you tapping?
I didn't tap.
Martin's not tapping.
It would frustrate you if you heard me go.
Why would you
Be like a woodpecker on the go.
tap it right now and see how loud it is? Tap it normal. You have no fingernails, honey.
That's what it sounds like. It would annoy the crap out of you.
I can't even tell. Listen to him he's making excuses to not tap.
20,300 likes.
Woo, thank you. Yep, Morton is a hoot, isn't he? Everybody, we'll see you after dinner. Bye for now.
Cheerio.
Bye for now. Thank you.